Hi, this is the LUXSURE 10.5-inch ring light and tripod stand. It has a ton of great features. I've been using it for about a month and a half now to create all sorts of content, and I absolutely love this thing. This is my go-to tripod now. Let's start at the top and work our way down. It does have a 10.5-inch ring light. It does go ahead and control with a little power button. You turn it on, and like most ring lights, there's 10 different settings of brightness. There's also a warmer version, a cooler version, and kind of a dual version. This is kind of in the middle. And then power it off. The entire thing is powered with a USB cord that's tied into the back of this light, little USB cord. You can actually power this by plugging into a wall with a little wall charger, or you can even go ahead and use a battery. So if you have like one of those extra charging batteries, you can just plug that in and actually be on the go. Here's what else you have. With this ring light, you have a bendable, I'll take my phone out, you'll have a bendable tripod here, 360 degrees. It's also on a little wheelie ball, so it will spin around. You can go ahead and you can record in portrait mode or landscape mode. Either way, with that ring light on, great lighting all around. And again, it spins any way you want. Wonderful. This alone is worth it. Next up, I have this hinge that goes back and forth any way I want, up and down, and I can tighten it in to a certain angle. So if I want to aim down, I can tighten it in. If I want to aim up, I can tighten it in. Next, I have spin. This spins all the way around. The way this works, let me take this off, it actually just, there's a hollow hole there, it sits on there, and as you find where you want it to be, you can tighten it in. Again, 360 degrees. I can tighten it in pretty well. Okay, let me loosen that up. Another nice feature, this little rubber head comes off, and you have a standard 1/4-inch screw. So if you have something else that you want to screw onto there, a lot of photography equipment does have that same screw, you can screw that on there. All right, put the ring light back on, we just let it sit there. Next up, you have this arm. This is what makes it all worthwhile. Because while this is great for filming in front of you, this is great for filming things pointing down or on a table. You can do a couple different things. So first of all, this arm fits on this pole and this pole only. It doesn't fit in the lower poles. But that's okay, because 9 times out of 10, you're going to be up here high anyway. So a couple things you can do. You can move up and down. I'll tighten it in there, like that. And then, this also goes all the way out and all the way in. And it spins, so you can tighten it however you want. On the end of this, you have a couple more options. You have a ball and a spin here. You have a pivot here. Let me loosen that up. That also pivots around. Same option, same idea. You can put a phone in here as well, or a camera in here. Tension spring. It mounts either on the back or on the bottom here. So I can, again, loosen this up. And I can put it on the other way around. And again, this uses a 1/4-inch screw, which fits any other photography equipment you may have. So I can put it on like that and do it like that. I've actually done a couple things over a counter like that. So I'll screw this in, tighten the whole thing down, and I can show it on a table, and it's fine. Again, I'm about 6'1". This thing's about 6 feet high, maybe 5'10" high. Plenty of room for working on a counter. Moving down, I have 1, 2, 3 different posts for rising up and down. The way you do this, you loosen them up, and you can go and bring them down. Just like that. All the way down. There we go. One more, I can bring it down. I also have the feet. It's a tripod configuration where this screw tightens and loosens it. So if I loosen this up, the feet can go up like that, or it can go like that. It can go down to the floor. You can tighten it right here. I have found that actually if you want it to be the most stable, if you're about 1 inch off the floor, there, that's pretty stable. That's not going to go anywhere. I've had no problem with it falling over or with it knocking over or being unstable. Once you get things in place, it's really, a pretty stable device. The one thing I've seen, one bit of advice I've seen is if you put a weight right here, like a wrist weight or an ankle weight here, it will hold the entire thing down a little more and keep it a little more stable. But that's a standard tripod move. A lot of different camera tripods actually include little hooks for weights as well. Here, you can just wrap it around and it will work fine. Storage is a breeze. Here's what I'm going to do. If I loosen these up, you'll see I can push the legs up and they all click in just like that. I'll tighten that up a little bit. And now if I loosen this, I slide that in like that. If I loosen this, oops, slide that in like that. Put the ring light away, and now I have a simple little package that will fit into the included carrying case. So all I do, I push everything down, I slide it all in, you can actually bend that down to fit. There we go. The whole thing fits into a case. It also includes a little remote control that you can set up Bluetooth with your camera if you want. I don't bother doing that, but it comes with the package, which is also a great feature. This whole thing, the cord wraps up, and you can go ahead and store this or carry it with you wherever you want to go. And you basically have a little mobile studio with you, ready to go on the road, into concerts, into any kind of a situation where you're going to be outside or inside. This is ready to go.